Here we are again. It's been a while since we did a road trip. It's Saturday morning. I'm just trying to think of the date. It's July the 15th, 2017. And I'm going on down with Bad Fuck Up UK to Play Expo Blackpool. A bit of a different scenario this year. Not sure if you realise, but normally we're at Play Expo where Blackpool's in the, basically in early May, May Day weekend. So normally I go down to Blackpool with the missus, we stop over a few nights at the Hilton, go around a few bars in Blackpool and do a few hours at the show kind of thing. But this year I wasn't going to do Play Expo Blackpool for one reason or another. Mainly due to, lack of funds and, it wasn't a great show last year. I sort of lost a bit of enthusiasm with it. It was all like about fudge stalls, lack of gaming, retro gaming, retailers kind of thing. It was a bit of a letdown. But anyway, Bad Fuck Up came up with an idea. How about we go down to Play Expo Blackpool on the Saturday, do a few hours there, do what we need to do, and go on down to Arcade Club in Bury. So that's what the plan is today. If there aren't any games for me at Play Expo Blackpool, which to be honest I very much doubt it, we might try Lee's Deals in Bradford, but it's all to do with time. So as you can see outside, there's nobody about at the moment. The usual shot of the bus stop and Slip Road, but there's nobody about. It's about 7 o'clock. I've got to go and get ready. Tim will be here about 7:30, and the plan is to go on down to Play Expo Blackpool, have a few hours there, see what's going on, and Arcade Club Bury. So yeah, that's the plan for today. So I'm sure there'll be some fun and frolics along the way. 30 games to go now on the Sega Mega Drive PAL Trail. So we're getting closer and closer. So stay tuned. Okay, so now we're finally en route, heading on the way up to, I would say sunny Blackpool, but I'd be lying, it's starting to rain. So I'm here with Bad Fuck Up UK, and of course me, CJ and Retro. We're going to head on up to Play Expo Blackpool 2017. It's just gone 8:05 in the morning. I'm going to head up and get some breakfast first, hopefully get to Blackpool, traffic permitting, for around 10 AM. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm sure you'll see some footage of the tower and all the delights Blackpool has to offer. Okay, so we just come and landed at Sandbatch Services, and it's in honour of my dad. He used to work at this neck of the woods. So yeah, here we are. What we got over there? McDonald's, probably McDonald's breakfast or a Costa or something. So here we are. Okay, we're still en route, about 39 miles from Blackpool. At least the rain stopped, but it's looking a miserable day. But then again, once you get in the venue, you don't care really, do you? So we're en route to, I would say, the promised land that is Blackpool. But anyway, stay tuned. I'm sure we'll be seeing the tower in about 30 miles time. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Well, it's raining again. We're literally about 5 6 miles outside of Play Expo 2017 outside. Well, literally 5 to 6 miles away from the venue, I should say, at the Norbrek. Looks like we're coming in a different route, possibly Fleetwood Cleveland's way. We'll have to see. So we're looking out for Blackpool Tower, but can't find it, so we might have to catch that on the way out later. But yeah, it's a miserable day outside, absolutely pissing down. Are you looking forward to play, Tim?
Yeah, it's just this fucking weather I don't like.
It's crap, innit? Yeah, what are you expecting from the show then?
I don't know, some fudge?
Fudge, yeah. Fudge maybe, or some swords, yeah. Well, hopefully there'll be some games anyway. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's go around this corner, it's still pissing down. Haven't got a clue, can't see anything for Blackpool yet. I guess we've just got to look out for the castle now. Just coming in towards the Norbrek. We're literally about half a mile or so away. It's looking a miserable day here in the outskirts of Blackpool. Coming in the other end this time, so we're not so misty. We won't even see the tower, I don't think. We're so far out at the moment. It's there you go. If you can see any of the tram lines and how rainy it is, and we're stuck at some lights, but literally got to be about half a mile away now. We're not missing too much here in Blackpool today, anyway. One of your favourite places, of course, Tim, isn't it?
Yeah, wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, looking very drab. We're not too far now. Hopefully we'll miss the queue at Play Expo, and hopefully we can walk pretty much, well, once we park, walk straight in, but I guess parking's going to be the issue to start with.
You know what it is?
And here's Norbrek. I can see probably more than you can capture on this camera, the castle coming up on the left. It's weird coming this way, okay, you can see it on the camera now. Wouldn't particularly want to stay here, but I guess for a show it's not a bad venue at all. too much else at the moment. Can't even see the seats, not bad. Here's the old Norbrett massive hotel actually, if we probably get it this angle better. Hopefully there won't be a football tournament on today.
No, look, probably is.
So I guess we've got to find somewhere to park now. I can't even see the town, but there you go. Still at the hotel, it's a massive hotel. So I guess we find somewhere to park up. Right, mate. Be doing right. Finding something, is it?
Succession, aren't they?
Tooty's got a store, that one.
Yeah. Where is it one? Is ahead. You might as fucking well, ain't you?
Yeah, true. You probably do, actually. I need something to disappoint me to no games.
All right.
Where you like take the trailers to the arena. I don't know what this is. It's very similar to that.
It's a very old game, isn't it?
Yeah, Battle Zone.
What do you reckon in a beer?
You can have one, B.
Go on then. You might.
Yeah, I'll get you one. I'll get you a beer, B.
Right, so here we are on Blackpool Seafront, well, sort of Fleetwood Cleavery's way. Still out, just outside the Norbury. Believe it or not, we've just left Play Expo 2017. More on that later. And we're going to head on down to Leesdales in Bradford. I'm going to go and find that postcode so we can get there. Well, deja fucking vu, it's raining again. Made some good time up there. We're on the way route to Leesdales at Bradford. We're literally around 40 miles out from there now. Should be arriving just before 1 o'clock. Plan is to obviously hopefully see if we can pick up a Mega Drive purchase or two from there. Then we're going to head on down to Bury and get down to Arcade Club. So yeah, we're not going to let the, well in fact I'm not going to tell you anything yet until the end of the video about why we left Play Expo earlier. I won't go into that. But yeah, you'll find out at the end of the video anyway. Let's get en route. It's fucking terrible weather. I don't know, typical Saturday afternoon. So we're just coming into, well, we're in Bradford now on the outskirts. We're just coming up to Leesdales, Direct Deals, whatever you want to call it. I think it's coming up somewhere left turn.
Where is it? Where that car's coming
It's obviously where that car's coming out, yeah. So we're going to turn in here where this blue car, if you can turn the camera. Turn left in, it's just on the left past there. So yeah, let's just get it on the camera for you, show where we're going. You're coming round here and it's just on the left. It's Direct Deals. Leesdales. There you go. Well, let's get out and see if they've got any games. Back on the road, just left Leesdales, Bradford, and we have some Mega Drive pickups which will be revealed at the end of the video. We're en route now to Bury, going to check into our hotel and get on down to Arcade Club. We're hopefully planning to spend quite a bit longer, maybe double the time we spent there last time. It's literally looking like we're going to get to the hotel about 2 o'clock, get on down for Arcade Club half 2, 3, and we should be rolling, so that's the plan. Hopefully to get some footage, maybe with the glasses, and of course with the normal camera, so yeah, stay tuned, there's still more to come on this road trip. Okay, before we get to Arcade Club, so here goes. Okay. Oh my god, Timmy, you're right.
Ah, you like it?
Oh my god.
I had to take your glasses off, the damn thing steams up.
I don't know if I want to touch this actually. Oh god.
It's just a rubber cock.
Fucking hell.
You like it?
It's okay.
Yeah, I think I'll try the car with it.
Nothing to
You want to check that shop out now, Leesdales? Yeah. Good stuff.
What I was going to do is, I know you know all these places, I'm going to get in touch with you and give me a list of where
Very nice, isn't it? Oh wow.
Heads for the dead horse.
Oh yeah. That's tournaments down there, I imagine, down there. Okay, so we're back from Play Expo Blackpool 2017. It's a bit strange doing this video because I've just been so busy like with holidays and work and things like that that I've only just come down to recording this last part of the video, and we're actually, believe it or not, at the end of September. So literally the show was like nearly 2 months ago. So it's hard to recall what actually went on, but I'm going to try and do my best and try and keep it as brief as possible. Right, so of course me, as you've seen from the footage, me and Bad Fuck Up UK, Tim, went on down to Play Blackpool. Terrible day, I think it was pissing down the rain. We got in pretty early, I think it was not long after about, I think, was it 9:30, 10? I can't remember the time it opened there. But there was no queue, but we got straight in. It was pretty quiet, to be honest. Of course, we headed for the Traders Hall, hoping it would be a massive improvement on last year. Had they listened to the feedback? I don't think they had. It was not very good again. There was hardly any traders. We got round it in about 5 minutes again. I think it was 7 minutes last year. There was hardly any traders. It was all again the flying toys, the pictures, the swords. It's, to me, that's not what I wanted to see there. But having listened to a video since with into Tutti and the guy who runs Play, it's basically getting people to exhibit there, which is hard. And I've read those people who have empty spaces, but I find it hard that you can't get traders to go there unless the rates are just so high. I used to get like the smaller companies like Blue Bear, Attic Bug. I don't know if Attic Bug were there this time. I think they may have possibly been, but I know they've missed some. But Blue Bear used to be there, and some of the smaller traders, and they seem to have been priced out. I remember speaking to Blue Bear once, and he just basically said it was all about console passion. They had the prime spot. They didn't care about anybody else. It was too expensive, and that's why he stopped exhibiting there. So I think that's what it boils down to. The traders always very disappointing again. I know at this stage of my collection, I need less games, so it's harder to find what I want. And in the early days, I would have thought, oh wow, this is amazing. But it was just disappointing. And to be honest, it was disappointing in the games area. I don't know what I expected, but it was just, we went round in an hour and we left. We left within an hour. I think I had 1 point there. I don't think I actually played anything. And you can't get on the machines, even though it was fairly quiet. You can't get on most of the machines as usual. And it was just, there wasn't a lot to do. There certainly wasn't enough to do there for 2 days, certainly not 3 days. So we left without any pickups, and we basically went on to Lee's Deals in Bradford. First of all, I did get some pickups there, by the way, but first of all, Tim did get me a pickup, so technically I have got a pickup, but I'm going to show you in a sec. So we went on to Lee's Deals in Bradford, because I knew there was some games there. We didn't want to like have a non-event pickup trip, if you know what I mean. It was disappointing to leave Blackpool after 1 hour, but it just wasn't enough there. I was really disappointed with it. I don't see where it's going to go from here. I think a lot of people feel the same. A lot of people haven't gone. I really don't know where they go with the event. Maybe I should just go down on a Friday and meet up with the YouTubers and get drunk and go around an hour and go home. I don't know, but that's how I feel about it. I was very disappointed with it again. I know some people like Tooting, that understood the interview, and I don't agree. I thought it was very poor, but then again, I haven't got any ideas to suggest what I want, apart from more traders. So anyway, we went on down to Lee's Deals and we did have some pickups. Now first of all, I'm going to show you this one that Tim kindly got me. I can't actually remember how much I paid him. It was like £13 or £15. So big heads up to Tim for this one. It is Frank Thomas, Big Hurt. I think it's baseball. It works. I haven't played it yet, but here you go. It was literally £13 or £15, so another one to tick off the list. That was really, really good. So we went into Lee's Deals. Now they've got probably the biggest, in fact I know it's the biggest selection of Mega Drive games I've ever seen in any show or any shop. You really should check them out. They're not cheap, but they have got a hell of a collection, and that doesn't include the other formats. I mean, Mega Drive, you just blow you away. There's shelf and shelf and shelf and shelf, and it will blow your head away if you're a Mega Drive collector and you need a lot of games. You'll have a head fuck. So anyway, I got 3 games from Lee's Deals. I didn't get much of a deal. I think I got 5 or 10 quid off. I spent a total of something like 220, 225 quid on 3 games. The first one is this. It is eluding me for a while. Always found it without a manual, but now I've got it. It is the Ooze. There you go. I try to get my games as good condition as I can. Can't always get mint, as you know, because due to the age of them, but you've got to try. Now this next one, I picked it up, it didn't get a price on it. What really annoys me is they tend to go on eBay and look at the prices, but I think I might have been done a little bit on this, although I've never seen it before. I think I did pay over the odds, but I've never seen it before, so I had to take it. It is Foreman for real. There you go. Pretty darn good condition. So we go to the final pickup. Now this one was at Revival last year and it was £150, and I think I offered him 100 and he wouldn't take it. And he never sold it as far as I'm aware, that show. Can't remember who the trader was. It wasn't one of the more well-known ones. But I actually saw this as I went to check out to buy the other 2 games, and I asked him a price, and I think it's in really, really good condition actually. I'm going to open it up for you now. It is, da-da, Mega Turrican. This was £100. There you go, you'll see the good condition of it. So there you have it, they're the pickups. That was Mega Turrican. So I've been looking at my Mega Drive list this week, and I've got Lakers versus Celtics on cart. I know there's the big hoo-ha, was it released, was it not? It wasn't released. There's about something like 100, don't even know, 128 or something, so supposed copies left EA. one of the guys who worked there said it was an official release. So that's good enough for me, thank God, because there's people paying like £3-4 grand for a piece of paper when you've got the same cartridge. It's just absolute madness when it was an official release. But I put the game in my collection as a cart only for people that want to play it. So that's the end of that. So taking that one off the list, I now need 26 games for a full Mega Drive PAL set. And I've been talking about this with Bad Fuck Up, and really when I first started out it was only ever going to be UK PAL, which I've mentioned in my previous few videos. So I know maybe a couple in my collection. I know some of the ones on that list are Euros and Aussies, and I maybe need to look at taking those off the list because there are a lot of them are big hitters. But I always said I was going to do UK PAL only to start with, and it went to Euro PAL, and I sort of got drawn into that completely. So, well, we'll see anyway. But I'm down to 26 titles for PAL anyway, and we'll see whether we can cut that down a little bit. But I think it's getting to the point now where I need to start picking some off eBay, because some of them are EA titles and they're not that expensive, but you just don't see them at the shops or the shows. So that's where we're at, 26 games to go. I've got Play Expo Manchester. We're going to give that another go, maybe for the last time, if it's going to be as bad as Blackpool. It's always a bigger event, always a lot more to do there, always a lot more, keeps you entertained for a few more hours. So we're going to head on down to Play Blackpool just for the day on Saturday, October the 14th, I think it is, 2 weeks today. I'm going to stop over in a hotel after, watch the footy, have a drink, me and Bad Fuck Up, but yeah, probably have a couple of pints at, well, I will, at Play Manchester. So that's where we're at now with the game collection. I know Revival's just been announced for next year. I'm going to have a look at booking that later today. And that's the game collection, 26 games to go on the Mega Drive trail. I must point out I did sell my Master System collection recently, just purely to raise some funds. I can always look at picking that back up in the future. I did get a good price for it, I thought, actually, compared to what I paid, but I was really pleased with the price I got for it. But yeah, it's just Mega Drive at the moment. I think I need to put my focus into that. And there's always Master System for the future. I've still got my converter and I can still build the games up cheaply. So there we go. Thanks a lot for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully catch you some all at Play Expo Manchester 2017 in 2 weeks' time. Adios, YouTubers, from CJM Retro.